RVD Krankor to Human Exchange Concourse, do you read?
Is somebody gonna get that? Where's the CustomsBot? He was here a second ago. Did you see him? Ensign Rose, can you get that?
Negative, Commander. Last time we did the CB's job, he threatened a work stoppage.
Rose, they always threaten a work stoppage. The comms still need to get answered when the robots are on one of their mandatory coffee breaks doing Jones knows what.
I know, but since the last one transferred out, the new one is really mean and, well, scary.
RVD Krankor to Human Exchange Concourse. We are in final docking mode. Awaiting instructions, over.
The last one would just complain, threaten sit-ins, strikes, the usual. This one waits for us with his friends in the hydroparks.
Wait, what? They're attacking people now?
I mean, not exactly, but...
Rose, the robot union may be a pain in my ass, but as far as I know, they haven't negotiated a right to inflict grievous bodily harm clause.
Okay, right, no, but they don't have to. They'll kind of surround you and say really hurtful things, okay? They're just super mean, sir.
Are you blotting kidding me?
And the new CustomsBot is the worst. It's bad enough to have all your personality flaws dissected by a robot, but it's even worse when he looks just like Stalin. Look, somehow they just know exactly how to destroy your self-esteem, okay? And honestly, I'd rather take the beating.
RVD Krankor to Human Exchange Concourse. Is anybody there?
Useless. Affirmative. Reading you, Krankor. This is Commander Torianna at HEC Command. We have you cleared for docking at berth Soilo 4 and... I see. Your passengers are listed as a tour group bound for the Hotel Splendide. So one of their hospitality specialists will be escorting you through priority customs. Bridge out. Rose? For Nell's sake, grow a pair. Go find the CustomsBot and tell him to get his refurbished Soviet ass down here. He can make all the cutting remarks he wants once he's back at his station.
Aye, aye, Commander.
RVD Krankor to Human Exchange Concourse.
Oh, what now? Go ahead, Krankor.
We just wanted to confirm that we could go to the all-inclusive buffet before the casino tonight. And we wanted to confirm the 500 complimentary introductory credits at the casino.
The Hotel Splendide reception staff would be the folks to speak to on that issue, RVD Krankor. I am commander of the space station.
We also have 2 vegans. Will there be vegan options at the buffet?
Yeah, you're breaking up, Krankor. Proceed to berth Soilo 4. Seriously, do I have to do everything myself?
Rock, mirror, laser, shoot.
What are you 2 idiots doing?
Deciding which one of us gets to go to the egg for a sneak snack inspection.
Weren't you over there this morning?
We hit it at least twice a day. That place is like a grocery store for contraband.
Seriously, there's peanut butter everywhere. It's a guaranteed collar.
I see. Carry on.
Rock, mirror, laser, shoot! Laser cuts rock! Nice! Later, loser.
Children.
Good evening, Commander.
From. Please do not sneak up on me like that. Why can't you just use the door?
That would be much less efficient than simply materializing on the bridge, sir.
But also much less likely to give me a heart attack.
Apologies, Commander. Would you believe me if I said that manifesting in the vestibule, rather than the bridge proper, could eventually have catastrophic repercussions that would threaten the safety and sanity of all aboard the fairgrounds?
No, because that sounds like total horse shit.
And yet you have no way of disproving it.
This kind of thing is how you ended up stationed all the way out here in the first place. You know that, right?
I am aware, sir.
Of course you are. So, Frall, is this Xbidont peanut butter issue still as much of a problem as those useless security goons would have us believe?
Hey!
While security has a considerable financial incentive to exaggerate the severity of the issue, I'm afraid we have indeed been unsuccessful in our attempts to curb the movement of peanut butter both to and through the fairgrounds.
Damn it, Frall. You know all the answers. There is a solution to this, yes?
Oh, certainly.
Great.
After all, in an infinite universe, the existence of a solution to any given problem can be assumed to already exist. Of course, our having access to that solution cannot be so assumed.
Technically true, and yet so completely useless. You're really on form today, Frall.
Thank you, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay, yes, actually, one thing. Am I crazy in thinking that as commander of the fairgrounds, I shouldn't have to answer the damn phones?
Without a doubt.
Thank you. Wait, without a doubt I'm crazy, or is it...
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. There is a development with Althaar, the young Iltorian.
Althaar, oh, I accidentally caught sight of his reflection in a window pane a few weeks ago. Couldn't keep food down for 2 days. So, what's the development?
As I'm sure you recall, Althaar applied to the League of Humans to become the first Iltorian ambassador to Earth. And the League, in its infinite wisdom, instead named him cultural attaché to the fairgrounds. Well, his latest attempt at cohabitating with a human has seen some degree of success, as he's managed to retain his new roommate for almost 2 weeks. It's the first time since his arrival that his Iltorian human diplomatic project has come close to accomplishing anything, and he's keen to give you a progress report in your capacity as the de facto ranking League diplomat on station.
Oh, of all the crap I have to put up with on this job, these diplomatic formalities have to be the crappiest. Or they would be if I could get my crew to actually answer the docking comms. All right, schedule an appointment for him to make his progress report. Just make sure it happens when I'm not on the bridge.
I'm afraid you misunderstand, Commander. He'll be here in 11 seconds.
Damn it, Frol! Listen up! All humans on the bridge! Keep your eyes on the floor until I give you the all clear. This is not a drill. Do not, under any circumstances, look at the Iltorian. Who'll be here in how long?
2 seconds.
Oh my sweet
And
Jesus!
He's here.
Greetings to Commander Torianna and all skilled and hard-working crew members of the fairgrounds. Commander, it is a great pleasure to Althaar to inform of most happy news.
Oh, is that so? That's great. What is it?
This is fantastic.
Althaar has commenced the living arrangement with a human roommate, John B., probationary mechanics under assistant at Wanting and Sustainment Systems Incorporated. This is an achievement of great pride to Althaar, and surely the growth of friendship between our peoples will be of great excitement to you as well. Althaar is most gratified to share in this. So, Althaar wishes to be most meticulous in keeping the League of Humans informed of all progressings.
Oh, that's very conscientious of you, Althaar. Thanks. I'll be sure to include that in my next report to Earth Central. Anyway, I'm sure you're wanting to get back to your cultural exchange now, so...
Commander, I told the CB to come to the bridge, but he threw his pipe at me, and then he started into my haircut, and...
Rose, look at the floor!
No, not your gun!
Althaar has caused disruption of the human workplace. Many apologies from Althaar. Please, fear not, humans. Althaar will depart.
I think that would be wise, Althaar.
Althaar wishes all bridge crew a joyous work cycle.
Gemini Collision Works presents Life with Althaar. Episode 2, Asymmetry in Band Structure Theory.
We want to thank all of you at the fairgrounds who have made our 2 months here such a blast. Once again, please give it up for Charles Stringus on synths, Diego Volto on drums, Ziggy Cats on fleasboard, and Tiny Bill Tremaine on Barry sax. I'll return some year, never fear. Danu, Thanks again to everyone here at the Electric Age. We'll see you again soon, Fairgrounds.
Ah, stow that schnitz.
Hey, Delilah, come have a drink with us.
Yeah, join us for one last one before we split this ghost town.
I don't know. I just want to ditch this rust bucket as soon as I can.
Come on, just one drink. Come on.
Okay, just one.
Well, look, babe.
Give me a dry Rob Roy, straight up. So what's the plan, boys?
Well, I'm headed out to Boute's too with M2 and Tiny Bill. We got 4 weekends at a Selenium spa over there.
Nice.
I have a bit of time, and then the Fleas Volpapalooza jumps off in a month.
This is what, your 5th year, sir?
7th. It's a sweet gig.
A robbery for the lady.
What about you, Delilah?
You know, it's been a while since I've been back in human space. I was thinking I might head to Earth. Go check out the ancestral homeland, you know? See the sights, the Grand Canyon, the Taj Mahal, the Antarctic mystery hole. I know it's kind of touristy, but what the frid? Every human should see Earth once, right? All I know is I am on the 2600 Galax budgie departing for the local group.
Those are on me, Sopon, and I'll take a beer. Hey, guys, great job. A pleasure. Here's to the 7 Systems Swingers.
You got our money, Chip? Because some of us have to split right away.
Charlie, Diego, Ziggy, Tiny Bill. Thanks so much. Come back anytime.
Where's mine, Chip?
Yeah, Delilah, you and I need to talk. Let's sit at my table for a second.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Dunno, but it don't sound good, cuz.
Hey, Sopon, what's going on with D?
No idea.
Come on, my dude. Sopon. Give it to me straight. Soapster. Sopenstein's monster. Master Sopon, we have heard the chimes.
All right. It's something about her contract.
What? 8 years? What? You cannot be serious.
My hands are tied, Delilah.
Charlie, where did you sign your contract?
We signed the stock contract the Electric Egg sent us. Why? Didn't your agent use the same one?
My regular agent doesn't book in human space. She referred me to this other dude on Callisto. Never met him, but he seemed legit. And he insisted we use his standard contract.
Oh, D.
I looked it over. It seemed fine.
No.
That's not a good idea.
Why? What's the difference?
You always gotta check your localization, buddy.
What does that mean?
Okay, look at the X contract. Right. See, they got the localization clause here. Years, months, and weeks shall be defined as Earth standard for the purposes of blah, 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 blah. You get it?
No.
Without that little clause, you're working on local time.
What's the difference?
Depends on the locals. Like, Mercury's tooling around the sun 100,000 miles an hour. Sign up for a year there. You're done and dusted in 88 days.
Go out to Neptune. Same contract has you on the hook for 165 Earth years.
Right. So 2 Earth standard months is, 2 months. But 2 months on the fairground could be
8 years, 4 months, and 26 days.
Yeah.
I'm not putting up with this.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. Can you stay and help me sort this out?
Well, I'd like to, but we got this big gig that starts in a week, and our contract here is over, so yeah.
So, you're not gonna do schnests for me.
I would suggest you fire your agent.
So that's it. Sayonara, D.
No, we love you, Delilah, but
we got to take care of our own. You understand?
Yeah, I get it. Fine. Go. But if you run across any labor attorneys who do pro bono, send them my way. Yeah?
Will do.
So, Chip, what do you propose? D. Mallory's a cappella hit parade?
There are plenty of musicians around that can replace those guys. You just have to go out and find them.
By when?
Tomorrow night.
So, no pressure. Right, Chip?
Not too much.
Attention all hands! This is your safety director, Mary Mallory. There will be a mandatory escape pod drill at 9:45 tomorrow for sapients residing on all floors in sectors Mem through Samech. Participation is required from all organics and robots, regardless of rank, position, or ability to remain functional in the vacuumous space. Please line up at your designated emergency ports by species and how many family members you'll be leaving behind.
So, you settling in all right?
I guess. I still don't quite understand the labor dynamics of the fairgrounds, or how a simple break in a beverage line can create a catastrophic singularity, or how I wound up with an incredibly friendly roommate who can reduce me to a puking, screaming ball of jelly.
For the fairgrounds, that's settled in. Have you read your WSS employee manual?
I skimmed it. Don't worry, I know how to fix a soda machine.
So you got it all covered?
Totally covered.
No questions?
No, sir.
I could leave you alone here?
If you wanted to.
You could run the office?
Yep.
Okay, it's yours. I'm not here.
Fine. I got it.
Fine.
Fine.
Phone.
You gonna get that?
I'm not here. Don't worry, you got it totally covered.
Hi. Wanting in sustainment systems, how may we,
reverse entropy.
Reverse entropy.
Reverse entropy in your immediate vicinity! I knew you didn't read the manual. Give me the phone. Wanting in sustainment systems, how may we reverse entropy in your immediate vicinity? Oh. Okay, on it.
What is it?
Well, it sounds like a basic rewiring, but it's in not the safest location.
Where's that?
Engineering submodule in Samick 56, also known as Vent Biter Alley.
Vent Biter Alley? Will sanitation be there in case there's a attack?
Yeah, you better pray to whatever gods you keep handy that they are. I don't know what we'd do without those fearless HVAC warriors. Okay, get going, kid, and keep your eyes open. Don't worry, you got it totally covered.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome to the Intake and Arrivals Terminal. Please note that the freshwater and sailing customs tanks are provided for the comfort of our guests from water-breathing species. Due to limited tank capacity, non-breathing travelers and those capable of gaseous respiration are restricted to the standard customs kiosks only. We don't care that it's been a long flight and your feet need a soak. The Human Exchange Concourse thanks you for your cooperation.
Take pride in the many wonders humanity has to offer. Next. Papers?
There you go, my good bot.
Name?
Bonzo Abacab.
Port of origin?
Lika 3.
Species?
Count the arms, mechanical man.
Xbidont. Purpose of visit?
Work, I hope.
In what capacity, sir?
As much as I can get, man. You'd be amazed at my capacity. I got room for it all.
In what capacity will you be employed?
Oh, musician. Yeah.
I see. Am I to surmise that you are here for this month's open auditions at the Electric Egg?
You got it, Chief.
Local address?
I'm staying with a colleague. I got it here. Dalit 22, Suite X.
And are you aware, Herr Abcam, of the restrictions on Class F substances for Xbidonts traveling or residing in human space?
Yeah, man, I'm hip.
Very well. Anything to declare?
Nope.
Raw peanuts?
Nope.
Roasted peanuts?
Nope.
Peanut butter?
Nope.
Goober peas?
Nope.
Reese's products?
Nope.
Snickers?
No!
Welcome to the fairgrounds. Please enjoy a stay at the Human Exchange Concourse and share in the many wonders humanity has to offer. Next!
Human Exchange Concourse. Whether you're taking the first step on your journey or making the final stop of your travels, we're here for you. The HEC respectfully requests that all long-term residents refrain from open weeping in the central promenade.
Xtopps! Xtopps! Hey, there he is! Haven't seen you since Fred. Was it the Literal Monsters of Rock tour? That was a triple Tyler. How they hanging, Shaluma? Most of them to the left. So, how's my old buddy? You know, getting by, keep it spry. Any problems in customs? Why would there be? I'm clean as a Yitri whistle, Mazu. The only way to get in. So what's first? I think we hit the crib, drop off your Shiness, get cleaned up, and then I'll take you to the spot. You sure I can get a job there? Come on, Xtopps, you're a genius. You can get a standing in here with no problem. Write your own songs, play keyboards, guitar, percussion, and fleasboard. And don't forget the box. I got some new numbers to lay on you. Real Patek stuff. I can't wait, man. Yeah. Fairgrounds. All right. So, How are you, Soma? Is Mr. Elliot at? I got some. But we gotta call my man when we get home. Seriously, Shops, you gotta be careful with that stuff around these parts. Humans may be down to bone anything remotely sentient, but they turn into total prudes when it comes to chemical recreation. The penalties for possession of the fairgrounds are severe, man. I got you, baby. Settle your gifts. You know I walk between the raindrops, my man. I'm like forbidden. Okay, Palomino, you've been warned.
Okay, Electric Egg, that's it for us tonight. Thanks for being a part of our first show ever in the Tea Garden system, or anywhere else for that matter. Please give it up for the band, for lack of a better word. Tommy Viejo on guitar. Boo Boo Debates on bass. Xanthon Zetsa on fleeceboard. And Lean Trek on drums.
Fantastic, guys. What a show. Here's a few drink tickets. Hey, D, got a second?
What is it now, Chip?
Come on, D, are you serious with this garbage? Those are the best pikes you could come up with?
Are you serious, Chip? You completely blindside me with an 8-year prison term at the fairgrounds and then give me 1 day to find a new band. And I somehow miraculously got that done, and now you're gonna criticize their chops?
Absolutely. They suck.
Chip, you gave me 20 hours to get these nulls together. I had to go to that hydro park on Mem 46 to dredge up Boo Boo. Seriously, what is wrong with you?
I got a business to run. Look at this place. It was full an hour ago, before your ensemble of disaster artists started stinking up the joint. You better find yourself a real band and quick.
Forget it, Chip. I'm done. If you think these rusty gates are bad, you can imagine what the ones who didn't make the cut sound like. So your move there, Bill Graham.
Listen, if you don't have a band, then it's gonna have to just be you up there. Remember, you're under contract.
So what? I'm back to a solo act? You want me to pull out an old Martin and attack the Baez songbook? Yeah, didn't think so. I could maybe put together like a 6-song acoustic Bastard Mojave set, but that's gonna get old real quick.
All right, D. Relax. I got people coming in for the open audition tomorrow. Why don't you come check it out, see if there's anybody worth playing with? Couldn't hurt. Come on. Be a team player here.
This isn't a team. It's a hostage situation. All right. I'll keep looking. But if I can actually put together a decent band, I'm charging you an A&R fee.
Whoa, slow down there, Mario Andretti. Let's see who shows up. Sopon, get Miss Mallory a dry Rob Roy. I have a thing I gotta get to. But D, I'll see you at 1600 tomorrow.
Great. Thanks a lot, Chip.
You called him Bill Graham.
Freeze! This is a raid. Stay right where you are.
Step away from all bags, parcels, or satchels and put your hands up in the air.
Xbidont status, all 12 hands up. Nobody move.
Oh man, this is getting tired. These fairgrounds Barney Fifes are raiding us like 2 times a day. Chip!
What's this?
PBJ raid.
PBJ raid? That's the,
Peanut butter junkies.
Right. What's security doing in here? Isn't that Customs' job?
They go after the smugglers, sure, but I guess security decided that's not enough. Now they're going after the users, too. Ugh, security. Bunch of clown shoes.
Are there really that many?
What, you don't know about the PBJs? I thought you humans had them all over.
Maybe on the major planets, sure. But I grew up on Temu's Beta.
Never heard of it.
No one has. It's a farming colony at the ass end of human space.
Hang on, I thought this end was the ass end.
Fair point. I guess we've got a lot of ass ends.
Oh, like the DeLoreans.
Ha! Right. Anyway, we mostly grew sorghum. So there wasn't any reason for a Xbidont to show up there, or anyone else, really. Seriously, that place is a total null set.
So you've really never seen a Xbidont on a PB trip?
I mean, I've seen plenty of Xbidonts. I did a 6-month stint in the Kakistos, and they're all over the place out there. But I guess the junkies stick close to the source? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Oh, you'd know if you had. They're impossible to miss. Legume hits them hard. Like a heroin high on MDA, I'm talking way out there.
Wow. Must have been a real kick in the palp for the first Xbidont who found that out.
Right?
You eat a snack made for human children, next thing you know, your brain is melting out your cochlea. That's insane.
What's even insanier is, the Interspecies Controlled Substances Act says it can be punished by a fine, imprisonment, or deportation from local sovereign territory, right? But it lets the local fuss at how much the fine is. So these two cred bullies jack up the fines to make their quotas, and now the Zibs who can't afford shakedown prizes have to choose between getting deported or doing a stretch in a league detention facility for a victimless crime. The whole situation's really frilled up. Sadly, the electric egg is like shooting ducks in a barrel for these little piggies.
Hey, what's this, buddy? A little bit of jiff to get you through the day?
That ain't mine.
Oh, so that was someone else's spherical I just pulled this out of? You're under arrest. Hands behind your thorax. Hold them.
Come on, man, have a heart. I just got out.
This is straight up profiling. Just because he's a Zib, you can frisk him? This has gotta stop.
When the galactic war on drugs is over, then we'll stop.
Amen, compadre.
Quick up, call my uncle.
Yeah, man. Drag.
Let's go.
What's going on here? Again with the nickel and dime busts in my bar like I don't have enough to contend with? That's it. I'm taking this all the way up to Torianna. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so see you tomorrow, Chip? 2 o'clock, right? Right? Chip! Chip!
Delilah, I'm a bit busy here. Yeah, it's 1600 tomorrow. Unless these yahoos close me down again. All right, you found your fall guy. Go on, follow your friend. Great piece of sleuthing there, Columbo.
See you, Sopon.
Later, dude.
And as usual, the problem is this tiny little frayed wire. So I'm cleaning it up, getting ready to do a basic splice. Easy, right? But while I'm doing that, I can hear these little staccato taps that are gradually getting faster.
That sound is most foreboding according to Survivor's roommate John.
Yeah. Lucky for me, I didn't know that, so I kept working.
Roommate John is very brave.
Not so much brave as completely oblivious. So the little taps start picking up speed until the entire vent starts shaking and the sound is deafening.
Roommate John's story is doing Althaar a concern.
And just when I see the first of these demonic little hell beasts coming around the corner right at me, the entire duct system lit up like one of those 5D DeLorean explodoramas. 4 of these sanitation heavy infantry with flamethrowers took on the front line of those vicious little bastards, while 2 commandos with flashbang grenades backed them off to the next junction. At that point, this gorgeous woman, an angel in a green coverall and jump boots, dropped in on a zip line, pulled a smoke bomb off of her utility belt and ignited it, then used the cover to carry me away to safety. The squad said afterward that they only lost 2, so it was a good day in the vents. And just like that, they were gone. All grappling hooks and jetpacks. It was, well, magnificent. Honestly, their bravery knows no limits.
Many tales have been shared with Althaar of the glorious warriors of the sanitation.
And I never even got her name. I'm a wreck. I gotta clear my head.
But is not the head where humans store their organs of cognition? Can these organs be removed safely? Or is roommate John once again longing for the sweet release of death?
No, it's a figure of speech, Althaar. It means I have to try to relax, depressurize. I used to meditate sometimes back on Earth, but I haven't kept up with it. Trying to achieve a state of tranquility on the fairgrounds isn't exactly easy.
Research regarding human religious ritual, but Althaar will benefit greatly from practical experience. Surely direct observation of the meditation of roommate John will bring many understandings to Althaar, and much enrichment to Althaar's human culture database.
Yeah, I know. We're making galactic history. Sure. Let's do it.
Roommate John is the most generous and supportive of humans. It is a great joy to Althaar.
Happy to help. So, we'll need to clear some floor space to do this. Maybe move the privacy curtain to the middle of the room so we've got room to sit on either side. Oh, and the couch will be in the way, so...
Althaar will be pleased to adjust the furnishment of the room of living in thanks for the helpfulness of roommate John. Althaar suggests that roommate John absent himself during the rearranging to ensure that there are no accidental seeings of Althaar.
Yeah, fair point. That would be the exact opposite of relaxing. Okay, I'll be back in a bit.
Althaar is so
Okay, folks, listen up. Thanks for coming to our open call. I'm Chip Frinkel. I own the joint. So here's how we're gonna do this. You each get 5 minutes to do your thing. Please be respectful of the other applicants, and this should go without saying, but you're on a human station here. You all know what the brown note is. The order of auditions for today is Kubanzo Abacab, Campy Von Christopher, Lafreriana, PR and Brooklyn Browngrass, and lastly, Vert.
Present.
So that's the order, and we'll start in about 5 minutes.
Hey, Frinkel.
Ms. Mallory, only an hour and a half late. It's about right.
Uh-huh. You still haven't started yet, so pot, kettle. Is this everyone? I cannot wait to see the raw talent that you've assembled.
Here you go, Dee. Know anyone?
Yeah, actually. I did 2 weeks with PR and BBG back in like 17. They are definitely not backup band material.
Anyone else?
I'm vaguely aware of Campy, never heard him though. The others? Nope. Guess we'll just have to give him a listen and see if anyone's halfway decent.
Okay, but just remember, we can't afford to be too picky. Okay, let's go. First up is Kubanzo Abacab. Kubanzo, are you here?
Yeah, baby, I'm here twice over. Tell you what, who's that Kubanzo Schniss? Call me Xtopps. Yeah, I'm tired from here to Tuesday.
Okay, Xtopps. You okay, Xtopps?
Couldn't be better, baby. You got your gears sizzling for this?
Sure. Buddy, lay it on us! Wow! That was amazing. He really was great.
Holy Jones, that dude is amazing. A virtuoso on 4 instruments at the same time. Are you kidding me? What's he doing in this smart hole?
Hey, watch it. You're playing this smart hole too, you know, for another 8 years.
Please don't remind me.
Listen, Dee, I'm having an inspiration here. Galaxy brain time. This guy could be your backup band.
The entire band?
You said it yourself, he can play all those instruments at once, which means I can get a whole band for the price of one. Hot damn, I am a genius.
I knew it, Chip. Always playing an angle. Aren't you saving enough money on my ex-agent's stupid contract?
Hey, I got a business to run. I gotta keep up that hustle. Hey, Xtopps! Come on over here for a minute. Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah, you know. It's my thing.
Have you met Delilah Mallory?
Call me D.
Hey, D. Xtopps.
Xtopps, I'm totally blown away. You are amazing.
Thanks, Dee. Glad you dug the sound.
Chip and I were thinking maybe you and I could make some sounds together.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, here's the thing. I just lost my band. 4 guys called the 7 System Swingers. I'd only been with them a short while. You heard of them?
Yeah, I've pinned those zoos. Doesn't Tiny Bill Tremaine play Barry sax with them?
He sure does.
That little cat can wail. So how'd you lose him?
Long story. But I've got a standing contract at the Egg for a while. And I need a backup band. Pickings were pretty slim around here until you showed up. I'm thinking with your chops, we could get together, rehearse a few of my songs. You could add a few of your own, and we could put together a few killer sets.
I feel you. But that Glorn won't hunt.
What do you mean?
Xtopps is a solo act, man.
Oh, come on.
For reals, this great gen's alone, no schnetz.
Why?
I got my reasons, yeah? I can't explain it. I'm a complicated zood.
Uncomplicate it for me. Seriously, we'd be great together. Why won't you at least give it a shot?
All right, man. It's like this.
Everybody freeze! This is a raid!
Whoop, gotta go. Excuse me.
Oh, come on, this is getting ridiculous. Straight up harassment. You are ruining my business. You realize this? All right, officer, that's it. I want your name and badge number. This is too much. I am fed up to here.
Sir, if you attempt to interfere with a security officer in the commission of their duty, we will be forced to use our neurodampers.
Everyone stay right where you are. Hands up in the air. Xbidont, that is all 12. Nobody move.
Okay, guess I'll see you later, Chip.
Wait, D, what happened to Xtopps?
He split the second security showed up.
Yeah, I figured as much. He's a great musician and all, but a PBJ is a major liability to the way that things are going around here lately.
But they only searched the Xbidonts, right?
Well, it's not illegal for us to have peanut stuff on our persons, as long as it's less than you can eat in one sitting.
How much is that?
20 pounds, I think.
Okay, so hang on. What kind of human eats 20 pounds of peanut butter in one sitting?
I don't know. Ask the ICSB.
Okay, never mind that. I think I might have an idea. That Xtopps character was gripping one of those guitar cases like his life depended on it.
Right. Or at least his freedom.
Exactly. What do you think? Chock full of funny bones?
Nah, Drake's is strictly for chippies. He strikes me as a straight-up peanut oil type.
Well, whatever it is, he keeps it in that guitar case. I'll catch you later.
Hey, can we, is someone gonna listen to us play? Or...
Wait your turn, Vert!
Okay.
The Human Exchange Concourse encourages all visitors to enjoy the hydroponics park responsibly. We assume no liability in the event of adverse digestive reactions in non-human guests. Please test all produce samples for biological compatibility before ingesting. And no, we don't grow peanuts. Please stop asking.
It's a triangulation of fire. There has to be more than one shooter, and that, by definition, makes it a conspiracy. A coup d'etat with Lyndon Johnson waiting in the wings.
I don't know, GarrisonBot. I always thought it was the Mafia. You got too close to Marilyn Monroe, made the wise guys nervous.
Oh, please. Everyone knows that Oswald was a lone wolf mastermind and an incredible shot.
Mrs. Frondrinax, I suggest that wherever you read that particular piece of garbage comes from somewhere on the other side of the looking glass.
Have you heard of the Warren Commission, Jimmy?
The Zapruder film clearly shows a triangulation of fire with the kill shot coming from the grassy knoll. It's right there for everyone to see. Look at the pergola.
Okay, take it easy. I thought this was supposed to be a tranquil, bucolic environment. You're here to give people directions, right? Not lessons on ancient history.
You haven't asked me for directions. And the umbrella man...
So hey, can you point me in the direction of the water fountain?
Back and to the left.
Great, thanks. See you, Mrs. F.
Toodles, Johnny. If you see that sweetie Althaar, give her my best. Bye now.
Mrs. Frondrinax, is that you?
Why, who else could it be, D-Love? I'm the only Fulganari in these parts.
Right, but you know how much you look like an ordinary plant to us. I've started a couple conversations with random parlor palms before I figured it out.
They are good listeners.
But they're not... Okay, never mind. I've got a question for you. Have you been here at the park for a while? Has that Xbidont over there been busking for a long time, or did he just show up?
Oh, he's been here about an hour. Oh, he's quite good. I bet he can play more than those guitars, if you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do, and I'm fine with that. Is he having any luck?
A little bit, but you know, most of the folks who come to this park are from the youth hostel over in Shin, so they're not what you'd call big spenders.
Perfect. I need to convince this guy to start a band with me.
Well, who wouldn't want to be in a band with you, sweetheart?
This guy, and I'm gonna find out why. I'll see you later, Mrs. F.
Hey, Stretch, where's the John?
Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Someone call maintenance.
Back
The
and
info
to
box
the
is not
left.
functioning again.
Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Thank you. I call that one 2 Earls and a Hillbilly.
Hey, Xtopps, that's some pretty cautious stuff. You are killing it.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. What was your name again?
D. D. Mallory?
D. That's right. You were at the Electric Egg, yeah?
You got it. Listen, I got a gig there later tonight, and I'm still looking for a band. I'm gonna level with you. You are the most exciting musician I've seen in my life, let alone on this tin can. I'm not just blowing smoke up your tubes. If you come in with me, we can collaborate on some next level stuff. I just know it. And I promise I'll get that tightwad chip to pay you what you're worth. Well, like, at least 20% of what you're worth.
That's an empty crib. Like I said, I'm a solo act. Xtopps works alone.
I know you said that, but you didn't say why.
All right, man. You gotta understand, when I was coming up, I was a pretty selfish kind of dude. Got everything handed to me on a bismuth platter, and that can really fill a kid's spiritual development, you know? Well, once I FO'd that scene, I started making a name for myself, and I knew the next level move was to get a partner. A gorgeous singer who would bring a sexy quality to our act. Not that I'm any slouch in the looks department, but a glossy carapace doesn't have that cross-species appeal, you dig? I figured I would lay down my sounds, and the canary would drive all the sentience wild. Well, I found her. She was real knocked out from Zendo Prime, glistening lime skin, spots black as the void with that perfect Xanthi toothpick figure, 3 meters tall, soaking wet. She was a stunner, even without the paralytic spores.
Well, I'm no Xanthone, but I've been called sexy once or twice.
Miss me with that false modesty, Smart D. You a hottie, especially for a mammal. That's not the problem. Here's the thing. Regis and I started playing a few gigs and everything was panic until I started to get jealous of her getting all the attention. I couldn't share the spotlight, man. Got so bad I started to sabotage her performances. Floating around with her levels, unplug her monitor, mess with her in the pettiest of ways. One night during soundcheck, I flipped my gears. Said we had to switch places on stage. She was normally to the right and downstage of me. I had them move all my schness to her spot and put her mic upstage and to the left. It was so stupid. That's not where you put the singer, but I was dridging off and no one wanted to tell me to cut the skitter, so they went along with it.
Well, what happened?
When the lights fell off the grid and she was crushed to death.
Oh, God. Xtopps. That's awful.
It only weighed a couple pounds. If I'd been where I should have, it would have bounced right off me. But she was so slim and fragile, she never stood a chance.
I'm so sorry, Xtopps. But listen.
Everybody freeze!
This is a raid! Stay right where you are!
Xbidont, step away from all bags, satchels, and parcels and put your hands up in the air!
Nobody move!
Oh, my bracts and stimules. Police activity.
You see this?
In the hydroponic park, no less. So exciting.
Oh, nerds, I gotta go, D.
Go where? They're right here, man. They're just itching to use those neurodampers on the first Zib who tries to run.
Hey, help a buffer out.
How?
Take my guitar case.
Oh, I don't know. What could you possibly have in there? You've got 3 guitars, but 4 cases. Is that one a backup?
Come on, D, don't frill me here.
Okay, I'll take it. You can get it back at the egg, but you have to back me up tonight. Show's at 10. You get there a half hour before. See you then.
You got it. Thanks, man.
28 hours or so.
Attention all residents. This is Mary, your safety DirectorBot. The mandatory escape pod drill is still scheduled to take place during first cycle tomorrow. Please disregard all rumors, jokes, memes, or other disinformation about the necessity of this drill, the reputed disrepair of the safety pods themselves, or my abilities and qualifications for the position of safety director. That is all.
Mr. Frinkel, relax. No one is being maliciously targeted here.
Don't give me that, Torianna. Your little flunkies have been in my establishment, shaking down paying customers 4 times this week alone. I'm trying to run a business here. No one wants to drink somewhere they can get their neurons scrambled by some damper-happy security mook. You have to rein in these clowns.
The safety and security of the fairgrounds is my concern, Frinkel. The fact is that your bar is simply rotten with peanut products. Would you have me ignore ICSB regulations, jeopardize our relationship with our neighbors in the interstellar cooperative of sentient beings for the sake of your bar? Is that what you want?
Oh, come off it. You expect me to believe that hassling my customers is vital to the future of human-alien relations?
Everything's connected, Mr. Frinkel, so I'm afraid the raids must continue until this issue has been dealt with. I've been informed that the situation is worse than we had earlier believed.
By who? That pompous mist cloud you pal around with?
Has the saloon keeper finished insulting us yet, Mindy?
Please hold. He called you pompous, is that it?
Oh no, he's just getting started. Delightful. Please continue.
Yeah. Mr. Frinkel, why don't I come down there and we can discuss this in person? I'd like to see the situation for myself.
What situation? The only situation here is you're done.
Let's go, Frall.
How disappointing. I was looking forward to that rant. He really hates me.
Sopon, 3 zombies for table 14. Also, can you change the music to pre-dinner funk?
You got it.
Thanks. Your table should be ready any minute now, folks. And good evening, Miss Mallory. You're here early and alone. Crowd's starting to shape up. What do you got for them? Or are we doing a solo show tonight?
No. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. Have you seen that Xbidont from this morning?
Xtopps? Haven't seen him. I'm telling you, D, that's the kind of talent we need in here. He's amazing. And not to mention cheap. Did you talk him into signing up?
I convinced him to join me tonight. We'll see how it goes. If he shows up, send him back to the green room, okay?
You got it, D.
Mr. Frinkel, I am here to listen to your concerns. Let's hear it.
Ah, Commander Torianna. Joining us for drinks? Sopon, the commander can have whatever she wants.
You got it.
I'm on duty?
Sure. How about a Moxie? Dr. Brown's, Hoovian milkshake?
I'm fine. Get on with it.
All right. The offer stands. Now then, Commander, Ms. Torianna, Mindy.
No.
Commander, 4 raids so far this week. We have to come to some kind of understanding here. The egg caters to an interstellar clientele. If this keeps up, they'll take their credits elsewhere.
I told you, Mr. Frinkel, I'm responsible for the security of the station. I can't just
There isn't going to be anything left to secure if the tourist trade dries up. If we get a reputation for letting xenophobic cops run amok, that's it. It's not like this is a prime human destination. How long do you think the League would want to pay for maintaining this scrap heap without the alien tourists to keep us turning a profit?
I see your point, but I can't just let the peanut butter problem slide either. We have to at least look like we're trying to do something about it.
Sure. But there are Xbidonts all over the station. Security can bust them anywhere, so why is it always here?
I'll admit that it's possible that the scope of security's investigations may have been getting a little unnecessarily narrow.
In other words, they're lazy bastards.
Don't push it, Frinkel.
Okay. We're all in this together, yeah? I'd appreciate anything you can do, Commander. You sure I can't have Sopon get you something?
Oh, what the hell? A Gibson.
Right away. A Gibson, straight up. Give her the good stuff, Sopon.
You got it.
Hey, Xtopps! Good to see you. Have you met the big boss of the fairgrounds yet? Commander Mindy Torianna. This is the very talented instrumentalist Cabanzo Abacap. Cabanzo, Commander Torianna. And her toxic Wow. Frallen-Br'ar.
A pleasure as always. Chip.
You see it too? Okay. Hi. Yeah. Nice station you got here. It's a real curio. Homie Xtopps. Hey, Dorp, is that D-Zood around?
It's Chip. Yeah, she's waiting for you backstage. It's that blue door there. I heard you're sitting in tonight. Is that true?
Yeah. That's right, man. Okay, I better split. Pleasure to meet you, boffers.
Welcome to the fairgrounds. Scene Xtopps.
Hey, D.
Xtopps! The maestro. Pull up a beanbag.
Where's my stuff, man?
We'll get to that. It's around somewhere. You keep that guitar case pretty close, huh?
It's a family heirloom. Sentimental value, yeah?
It's full of peanut butter, Xtopps. Plus peanut oil, O. Henry bars, Reese's Pieces, and large, loose chunks of brittle. I put those in a sandwich bag for you, by the way, because getting high is no excuse for eating guitar case lint. Come on.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Xtopps, listen to me. You've got a great sound, but nobody's beating down your door. I mean, seriously, what are you working with right now? You've got holes in like 8 of your shoes. I'd guess you've got less than 300 credits to your name. You came to Chip's open call, Zood. That tells me you could really use a steady gig, and I happen to have one with nobody to back me up. And if we work together, our sound might be good enough to reach way beyond the Tea Garden system. Frid, if we play it right, I could make enough to buy my way out of this place. So I love that you're gonna sit in tonight, but I'm thinking more long game here.
Yeah, flush. But...
And that's why I'm gonna have to blackmail you.
Hey, what?
Go take a peek at the house tonight.
Oh, you mean the big boss in that cloud zoo?
No, I mean, wait. Torianna and Frall are here?
Yeah, talking to Frinkel.
Nice. If the brass is here, that's even better.
Better than what? You're really nibbling on my arrestates here, man.
I called in an anonymous tip to security that there was some major PB traffic going down at the Egg tonight. That Ponch and John should be outside.
Yeah, they're out there. Rustling everyone at the door. Oh, street.
So you have a choice. 1 year as my backup band, and I'll be here to cover for you whenever security comes knocking. It's your only way out. They don't care that you're a genius. To them, you're just another junkie. And if you go it alone, it's only a matter of time before they catch up with you and toss you in a human hoosgow. Unless you go for deportation. I know you don't have the brioche to pay the fine.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Look, Xtopps, it's not personal. I'm just at my wit's end, and this is the only leverage I've got. I promise it won't be so bad. I wasn't kidding about us making a great sound together. We could get a really flush thing going here. And hey, learning to share the spotlight will be good for your spiritual development. How about it?
I get at least 4 songs on the set list, for starters.
Sure.
Please work solos only when I want to.
You got it.
If I don't have brown M&Ms in here at all times, I walk.
Deal.
Okay. Deal.
Yes!
So as you can see, Commander, you've been misinformed. These gentle beings aren't peanut butter junkies. Just a bunch of upstanding ICSB citizens out to have a good time. And spend some of their hard-earned credits at the fairgrounds.
Okay, Chip. I get it. I'll tell security to lay off. But you better not make me regret this, or I'll have them in here 28 hours a day. Tourist trade be damned.
You're a peach, Mindy.
Watch it.
All right then. Good talking to you, Commander. I'd better go light a fire under my musicians' butts, or we won't have a show tonight.
What do you think, Frall? Our presence here seems to have chased away the bad element. Should we call it a night?
I'd strongly advise not. Something is happening for the first time, and you'll want to be here for it.
What is it?
Enjoy.
Commander Torianna, sir. Pursuant to information received, we intend to do a sweep for peanut abuse on these premises.
Negative, Ness. Stand down. We're going to be having a discussion about your policing methods in the morning. For now, you don't lay a finger on anyone unless you see a crime in progress.
Mindy, what are you doing here? Slumming?
Apparently, I'm here for a reason. Something to see.
Oh yeah? Like what?
It was Frall's idea, so who knows? It could be literally anything. Hopefully it'll be happening in a dimension I can perceive this time.
All right, Electric Egg. Fairgrounds audiences are the best audiences in the system, am I right? Of course, we're the only thing in the system, but I kid. We've got a great show coming right up. And later on, our trademark Infra Ultra Laser Floyd for those of you who can see in the 4,000 angstrom band. Everyone else, just use your imagination. And for all you sulfuric acid aficionados, our drink special tonight is the Ishtar Fizz. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time in the Tea Garden system, please welcome the galactic debut of the Electric Egg's very own Delilah, Mallory, and Xtopps.
I feel so bad, won't be leaving soon. So I'll sing my lonesome tune about a mesa on Jupiter's moon, Danube. Earning credits, drinking brine, slaving in a helium mine till I pay off this Jovian fine, Danube, Danube. Oh, return some year, never fear, Danube, Danube. Where my heart abides by the scalding tides, Danube, Danube. All those rocket ships by the ancient crypt, where eldritch horrors dwell. Yes, the coming bloodbath will appease their wrath, it sure be swell. Io sky will be lovely that night, as the old ones lurch into sight, when we begin our unholy ride, Danube, Danube. They all will brew that year, cowering fear, Danube, Danube. As the volcano glows and the magma blows, Danube, Danube. By the altar I stand, holding the lover's hand on this blood-soaked moon in the sulphurous sand. With this ancient knight, I'll take his life. Oh, won't that be grand? Open the fetid tomb and seal our doom.
Thank you so much. We are Xtopps and Delilah Mallory, and we'll be stuck here a lot longer than you will, so we're gonna have some fun while we can, right, Xtopps?
You got it, D.
I'm sure you all remember this one from Bastard Mojave. Hit it, Xtopps.
Wow. When Frall's right, they're right. That was definitely worth sticking around for.
You're not kidding. Our old group is pretty good, but this new guy is phenomenal.
Speaking of new guys, how's your latest assistant working out? He seemed relatively on the ball from what I could tell, although you never know. You have to wonder what the tolerating Torianna.
It's funny. I thought he'd be here today. He had an explosive introduction to the vent fighters yesterday. Thank all the guards for sanitation, right? Anyway, I figured he'd be ready to tie one on after an experience like that. That's where I'd be. I wonder where he is.
This is Mary Mallinbot, your former safety director. The supposedly mandatory escape pod drill has been cancelled due to lack of interest, poor maintenance and occasional absence of the safety pods, and my apparent incompetence at my job. Applications for the position of safety director may be forwarded to command if any of you degenerates think you can do any better. And until we have a new one, you're on your own. I'm taking over a food inspection. That is all.
Oh, what the hell was that?
The meditation already begins to succeed, roommate John. As you can hear, much tension is removing from Althaar's flexitors. Continuing, please.
Okay. Althaar, I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh, please tell Althaar how he can further assist with the meditations. Althaar has ignited the sticks of aroma, repositioned the privacy curtain, removed the sofa and armed chairs, placed the throw pillows in their secondary location with much gentleness, and ensured that the white noise machine is at comfortable levels for human hearing. What remains to be done, please, roommate John? Alpha wishes to create ideal conditioning for the meditations of his most kind and generous roommate.
You know what, Althaar? It's fine. Let's try again, okay?
Oh, try!
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You're gonna have to try meditating without me, okay? I'll be in my room.
Cannot Alpha help roommate John with the attaining of inner peace?
Sorry, Althaar, but if you get any more peaceful, I'm gonna puke.
You've been listening to Life with Althaar, Episode 2. This episode was written by Philip Cruz for Gemini Collision Works and starred Ivanna Cullinan as Commander Torianna, Alyssa Simon as Lieutenant Commander Frall, Berit Johnson as Althaar, Zuri Washington as Dee, Chris Lee as Chip Frinkel, Eli Ganias as Hardyfox Fornes, John Amir as John B., Derrick Peterson as Xtopps, and Amanda La Pergola as Mrs. Frondrinax, and also featured Lex Friedman, Fred Backus, Philip Cruz, Ian W. Hill, Olivia Baseman, Leela Okafor, Anna Stefanik, Holly Pocket McCaffrey, and Linus Gelber. Life with Althaar was created by Berit Johnson and Ian W. Hill. Berit is the supervising producer, showrunner, and script supervisor. Ian is the audio producer, sound designer, and technical supervisor. The writer's room consists of Berit, Ian, John, Amanda, Chris, Philip, Lex, and Linus. Theme and interstitial music composed and performed by Anna Stefanik. Additional song composition, arrangement, and programming by Berit, with help from Ian and Anna. Life with Althaar logo and illustration by Dean Haspiel. Library music and sound effects licensed from Storyblocks. The entire production is copyright 2019 Gemini Collision Works. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another tale from the fairgrounds, but first, what's this going on in the locker room at Security Station Delta?
Stand down? Stand down? What is Torianna thinking? That dingy little dive is rotten with the sticky stuff. Besides, if we don't keep our arrest numbers up, Dormer, we can kiss those fat bonuses goodbye.
Right? And I was starting to feel like we were making a difference. Wasn't sanitation, sanitation, sanitation all the time. Yeah. Oh, look at them. They're so brave, running around with their flamethrowers and their grenades. Show-offs.
If only the bots were strung out.
Oh, man, I hear that. We could make quota in a couple of shifts. But you know they'd strike for a no drug busts clause in their contract, turn it around on us, follow us around chanting, "The robots, united, will never be defeated."
Right, everyone knows you don't mess with the Union. Okay, so the egg's off limits. Where else does an alien go when they want to get glitched? The casino? Hydroponics?
Casino's too risky. Remember the reaming we got after we shook down that Busakani high roller at the crab stables?
So we stick to the penny slots.
Yeah. Okay, casino it is. You got your insurance policy?
You bet.
What are you packing tonight? Snickers?
Reggie Bar.
Nice. Well, let's go.